Alrighty, the level 40 minor quest is To Die For, given to us by Adalberta. That makes me think I have to. Well, it's the die spelled D-I-E though, not D-Y-E. I thought I might be mining some dye, but I'm pretty sure that's also not how that works. I think my alchemist can make dye. Anyway, whatever. Yeah, here we go. Have you heard, Mercy? The latest tally that has you tied with Wide Gully as the guild's highest earner. You started as a novice with a rusty pickaxe, now you're one of our stoutest pillars. You've truly come a long way, my friend. I find myself turning to you more often for difficult orders, the bulk of which have been coming from Deep Canyon. As you should well know from past expeditions, these tend to entail going to dangerous locales. I'm loath to put my people in harm's way, but the concern owns us, in truth, if not in name. It'd be ill done to refuse the request, no matter how onerous. But just this once, I've a mind to do just that. I can't in good conscience order you to a wild place like Corthus merely for the sake of 20 pieces of jade. Aye, that's what Deep Canyon is requesting this time, and if I have to send someone, you've rightly proven yourself the best candidate. But you should understand how risky the endeavor. Think long and hard before you do something we both regret. While you're mulling it over, though, I should let you know that Wide Gully wanted a word. You'll find him in the usual place. Alright, so I'm not being paired up, but he wants to talk. Alright, fine. Wide Gully. I take it you've heard about the job, and I can tell from the look in your eyes that you're already on board with giving it a go. When you came back with the amethyst that last time, I came to realize something. A true miner must be prepared to risk life and limb for his prize. Yeah, job safety is... Yeah, anyway. Mining for Jade at no less a place than Haldrath's March in Corthus would be the perfect way to put my conviction to the proof. I challenge you to another contest. The first to find 20 pieces of jade and deliver them to Adalberta is the winner. The superior miner by all objective measures. I mean, I'm teleporting there. I have not mined these yet. But Camp Dragonhead is the closest etherite in Corthus Central Highlands. The snowy place. One of the snowy places. And it is not far, it's just to the southwest. Not far away at all. If you can't fly, you can just go out this south gate and then to the west a bit. Enjoy the crazy music while we do this. Oh, and you may have seen these. I didn't know I'd be encountering these already, but these time-worn leather maps, they're treasure maps. And you have to go to a dude in eastern Lenosha. It's like wine something. Hold on. Wineport. And there's a dude there that helps you, like, starts a quest. It's just one quest to unlock the ability to do these treasure maps. But we also have Zircon here, which I will not get right now because I'm pretty sure I will have to get a bunch of them later. It's a weird reasoning not to get them, but that's not what I'm after right now. I am going to prolong this video a little bit by doing the treasure map. It's also really good to note what level the map is, because anytime you do the treasure map and you find the marked location and you do the survey, I still have it down here, the dig, sorry, you will fight enemies that are of a certain level. And one time I was on my ninja, which was like level 50 at the time, maybe a little bit higher, but I found a level 60 map, so it was way too high for my ninja, and I got stomped. And then the treasure was gone. Like I could not get back to it. It was all gone. So you can fail and lose it. Do I need more jade in the future? I probably need a bunch of it, right? For jadeite. And Jade's scepter. Jadeite is used for... Okay. Wasn't that also... I don't know. What's furnishing it? Furnishing, by the way, is in its own little category. It's not... If you're a completionist and you want to do all the furnishings eventually, good luck to you because they take a lot of materials. But if you're just doing the basic crafting things like this, level-based recipes, 36 through 40, for instance, if you want, this is what I call completionism. You get these little check marks. As far as I'm aware, I've done some of these, like, you don't get check marks for doing these. And I've done some of these. I did the Ishgardian culinary materials. You don't get check marks. This is all just for fun, for doing these custom deliveries, collectibles, and stuff. You don't get check marks, so it feels weird calling it completionism because you can't really keep track whether or not you've done them unless you are keeping track on some other, like, Word document or something. That's just stupid to me. So it's the same thing with the house. Actually, I have never made a furnishing, so I actually don't know if you will get check marks on these. That'd be interesting to try out sometime. I'd probably go on... I don't know how to search it, but like I would probably go on the market board and see which of these is selling pretty well. But anyway, I will get a few more pieces of jade. Yeah. Let's say an extra 10. If I end up needing more, so be it. We will do the map. We're not actually in a race. There's no timer. If there was a timer, I'd be worried, but there's no timer. This game is not keeping track of how long it took me to do this. I said 10. I'm just gonna do all 4 hits here, and then that'll be fine. I have a 40% chance to crit and get 2 instead of 1. And I crit 3 out of the 4 times. Yeah, that's cool. Okay. So map time. You get the ability to decipher from that quest I talked about in Eastern Lenosha. And then you get this like square thingy. It tells you the zone. And then it gives you this little like, what does it look like? So it's in Korthus Central Highlands, which, hey, that's where we are. It gives you these 2 little building looking things. So it's in an area that has buildings. This right one has this little square here. And you see the wall that also has the square here. Which means that it's going to be basically just to the south of where we are. And I need to be on a job that can fight. So dark should, it's a level 40 thing, so dark should be fine. So we go to that spot, which is like right here, right where my cursor is. And we hit the, not survey, dig it in? Right here. If you ever want to see it again, you go back to, you go to your key items, leather treasure map. I might not be right on top of it, but the range is pretty wide. You can see my head turning here left and right, looking around. And I'm right next to it. Cool, good job. You do have to be unmounted. Open the treasure coffer. The treasure map will be lost. Yes. Oh no, we got baddies. These are level 36. A couple raptors. I was doing this. So there's a weekly. I'll show you right now. Actually, these guys can't hurt me. Treasure hunt, where if you gather 3 maps, you can gather 1 map every. I think it's like 18 hours, something like that. So gain 3 maps, you gain gil. There's no experience to be gained with this stuff, except for the experience you get when you actually open the treasure chest. Which is, It's a level 40 chest, remember that. So maybe 2156 was good experience points for that level. I don't think it was. It also gives you Gil, and then doing the logs. Sorry. Like I just opened a chest. It gave me 1 out of 5. And there's also a dungeon vault thing. I've done it once, and I really don't remember the requisites to do it. They tend to give you other things. Like this one just gave me, I think it was just earth shards. Yeah, I got the animal hide and the raptor stuff. I have raptor. Wait. I got 2 pieces of raptor sinew. Oh, there they are. Okay, I was like, where'd they go? Anyway. So, they're not... I don't think that they're very useful overall. They certainly don't... For what I'm doing, they don't give me what I need or what I'm looking for. What? The fuck? No, wait, what? But if you need the gil, do it. It's pretty much free gil. It takes some time, but not a lot. There have been some maps that were very difficult to figure out. One in particular was hard to figure out, and I want to say it was in... No, you know where it was? It was in... Was it in the northern... No, it wasn't that. Garlemald? No, it wasn't that. It might have been in Thavner. No. Well, actually... Yeah, it was in Thavner. I think. I think it was just a little bit... No, that one was easy to find. What am I thinking of? Which one am I thinking of? But like you look at these little land markings, and you're like, if you're looking for a fully intact, like upside down U with a little bit of a tilt to the left, like this is not fully intact. This is down and to the right. Like that's the kind of stuff you end up looking for when you got nothing else. I think it. I don't remember where it was. It wasn't... It may have been somewhere where there was... It wasn't the fringes. Could have been the locks. I remember it ended up being actually pretty close to an etherite. But it took a long time to find it. Like where it was actually... Anyway, so yeah, that's the only real difficulty I found them. There's only been one that has taken me a while to find out where it was, but it did. I'm fairly certain it ended up being very close. And if you're on Fisherman for whatever reason, like not for whatever reason, but if you're on Fisherman, you actually have to turn on the ability to find maps. It's this little... No. That's for collectibles. There's one for treasure maps. And you can only get treasure maps from spearfishing, pretty sure. I don't remember where it is. It's free, so it can't be one of the ones that costs any money. Salvage? Okay, yeah. Occasionally discovers treasure maps while spearfishing, but yeah. Anywho, back to Adalberta for our last minor quest of the night. I understand Wide Gully has challenged you yet again. I know the temptation is to seek out victory whatever the cost, but winning isn't everything. You do what's right for you, Mercy. hand over 20 of my 36 Jades cutscene. By the 12, this is the Jade, and such fine samples too. Congratulations are in order. You've won the contest. I probably should have taken that as my screen grab. By default, that is. Wide Gully never got his 20 pieces, you see. As he went about his work, he lowered his guard and was attacked by a fell fiend. His wounds were such that it was all he could do to run to safety. He's whole of body, if somewhat worse for the wear. He's like to be out of action for a while. But that's not the worst of it. More than the wounds you can see, I worry for his state of mind. He saw you as a rival to surpass, but he ended up losing in a contest he himself devised. That kind of disappointment is enough to break most people. Trust me, I know. But I pray that Wide Gully has the strength to get back on his feet and take up the pickaxe once more. It'd be a shame to lose one so gifted. Let's return to the matter before us, though. I wasn't exaggerating about the quality of this Jade. Its purity and strength allow you to see why it's thought of as the embodiment of immortality. Since ancient times, man has chosen to adorn his tools and garb with it. Imbuing yourself with the everlasting is certainly an attractive notion. And no one is more aware of that tradition than Wide Gully. It's for that very reason I intend to create for him a gift of Jade. The stone bears my hopes that he will rise again, no matter how often the spinner might see fit to test him and bring him to his knees. 156,310 experience points. No Gil. Apprentice Sledgehammer level 38 will most likely be better than what I have equipped. Secondary tool. And also all the gear that is offered. Once again though, like, I'm gonna make better than these extremely soon. But you can choose from head, legs, hands, or feet. I'm gonna take 3,000 Gil. Thank you very much. Level 42. Level 42. Trait. What does this one do? Nimia's Ward. Oh, by the way. I guess we can get more crystals too with the level 41 trait Enhanced 12's Bounty. I don't really know what the 12's Bounty is though. Wait, I thought I already did. Oh, maybe it used to be shards, and then it got upgraded to crystals, and then it'll get upgraded to clusters at 50. Okay, cool. Nimia's Ward occasionally increases yield for certain items, including crystals. Okay. Do I have that on Botanist? I never really noticed. I mean, maybe it happens. I just don't really notice it. Whatever. Cool. More, faster gathering is always appreciated. But anyway, yeah, this sledgehammer is 41 gathering, 72 perception. I have 42 gathering, 73 perception from a 33 HQ wrapped steel sledgehammer, and it's better than a level 38 NQ apprentice's sledgehammer. However, if you care about 3 more GP, have at it. Do I need this? Oh, I wasn't looking for that. Okay, cool. I didn't look on the previous mining quest if the pickaxes that were given as rewards would be used in a future craft. I got lucky. I think I got lucky that they weren't, but that's just me. I will go on to do... I'm going to start with all of the Ulda crafting. I believe all of my crafters are... I think 30 was where I stopped with the quests, and all of them are 35 or higher. So I should be able to do all the 35 quests, maybe get them all done today. They all will probably require some amount of gathering to complete them, but I also did not get rid of any of my excess materials for the 31 through 35 craft recipes. So maybe I'll have everything I need. I'm not sure yet. If they're level 35 quests, they should be asking me to craft something from 31 to 35 or lower. So we'll see. That's it. With those, I did get 1,500 gil for for the level 30 minor quest. That's not you, sorry. And I have also received 10 more, so another 5,000 gil. Good stuff. Alright, so, that's it for minor stuff for now. I will see you next time. Hope you enjoyed. Bye-bye.